Coming up next, an update on my Wanda 350 scale USS Nimitz 2027. Hi guys, James here, welcome to another video. So we're making very slow but steady progress on the Nimitz. Over the past few weeks I've been cutting lots and lots of plastic card up, basically. You can see here everything white is stuff that I've built or cut out of plastic card by scratch, and then more by hand using a trusty ruler and a scalpel to basically start populating all of the various pieces of the hangar bay. So some of which you've seen already. We've got the stern hangar bay wall here. That's all nicely ready for painting now. A couple of the wall extensions, and then what I did, as I've already mentioned, is the fact that I've sort of used thicker card as the exterior wall, and then I'm going to glue the thinner plastic card against that, so you can see here this bit wobbles. Also in place we've got the card already cut and glued for the internal hangar bay dividers. An Nimitz class has actually got 3 sections to the hangar bay, forward, the middle and the stern, that you can see here, so that's all ready to go. Up at the front here I've also got the bow piece, so that's all built up. Hopefully be able to see a little bit of the detail inside. No, you really can't. So I'm rapidly finding that there's going to be elements of this that you can't actually see through any of the elevator doors. So if you can't see it, I'm going to be a bit lazy and not build it, basically. But it's all coming along really well. Got some corrugated card here. It seems we don't actually seem to have that in the UK, so I had to get that sent over from Spain. But it's exactly the same material, so this is just one of the couple of bits I cut out to size. That's going to go one pair against each of the hangar bay entry doors, the elevator doors. And then also started to cut out the interior ovals, for want of a better term, for each of the elevator doors. You can see a bit better here. Having to cut that out by hand and the scalpel, it needs a bit more sanding and tidying up, but it's all coming along really well. But in addition to that, I've recently purchased and received my first ever 3D printed elements from Shapeways. So this is one of the pieces here. This is from the Ronald Reagan, I believe. So I'm trying to sort of modernise everything. It's amazing stuff, 3D printed material. I still can't quite get my head around how good it looks. There's just no way I could really sort of cut that out and build it by hand, by scratch. So I cheated. So I've got that bit there on the side sponsons. And then also got 3 of the little interior sort of offices, one of which is in place here. I'll cut that out. So I'm going to backlight that so you can see it's sort of glued onto a hole I cut out. And then lastly, a few sort of extra nozzles and detailing parts. Basically, I think they're like air circulation vents or even air conditioning, but they'll sort of fit on the bottom of the flight deck, roughly this sort of position here. I think there's going to be one here maybe along the side there. I'm not entirely sure. We'll have to look at some reference materials. But it's all coming along. It's slow, that's the trouble. It's really, really slow, so it makes no difference doing a few bits at a time. I think this particular piece here took about 3 nights to do, and lots of drying time. But it being plastic card, it all goes together with normal Tamiya extra thin cement, which is good. So it does stink the house up a little bit, but it goes together pretty well. Side sponsons all filled up, just need a bit of sanding, get that all neat and trim. So that's the general plan. Let's finish all these bits next and then basically start painting this up. So it's going to be a bit like a reverse onion, so I'm going to paint it from the inside. So once everything is finished and I'm happy with it, I'm going to take everything off that can be dismantled, repaint the bottom of the hangar deck, put all the various decals on I'm going to get, paint it all up, and then paint the walls. Basically they're going to be white and light grey. I've got a 1 centimetre high grey bit which is going to be at the bottom across all of them. You can see that sort of pencil line there, and the whole way round. Glue those in, then onto the wiring for the electronics, then put planes together, which I need to buy. Yeah, so then next would be glue the ceiling down for the hangar deck, then put the actual flight deck on top, seal it all up, and then can really start painting. So I'll have to put in some sort of cotton wool or some sort of thing over the holes and the entrances and the elevators to get any of the paint in, and then start painting the outside. So yes, slow but getting there. So if you haven't already subscribed, please do if you'd like to keep up to date with progress on the Nimitz. It is taking a while, but these ships do take a long time to do, especially the amount of detail work I'm putting in. I haven't even started on the stern yet. I can sort of dry fit a few bits and bobs and fill in some holes, but lots to do. But we'll get there. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.